We're in the garage. A few days before the session, we're going to get a bit of bait mixed up. We've got pellet, so 4mm low oil pellet, which we're going to mix up. Well, we're going to boil up some particle mix that we bought out the local feed shop. That should give us a decent chunk of spod mix to chuck out if we need to. I'm not going to do a massive bucket, probably use my little 5 litre one. I don't think the fish need a massive amount of food at the moment. So, the time had come. We loaded up the car with a little help from Erin and headed down the lake. On arriving, we found the wind pushing into a corner that I've done previously quite well in these conditions. So we got the rod set up and sat back and waited. Right, so we're all set up, rods are out. Tommy's got carp rod out and his feeder rod just down in the margin. I've got a couple of carp rods out towards the margin where the wind's blowing. Hopefully that'll get some bites. Normally when the wind's blowing in here, that's where the fish are going to be.
I've already had like 6 or 7 beats.
We've got a couple of knocks on yours, yeah. We're not sure if it's wind or fish, could be a bit of both. But we're going to sit down, wait it out, see how it goes, and yeah, hopefully we're in for a bite or two in a bit. What do you reckon?
Hopefully.
What do you reckon you're going to catch?
What I hope I'm going to catch is like a 6 or 8 pound tench.
6 or 8 pound tench? That would be amazing, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Would that be your biggest tench?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. What's your PB carp, Tommy?
My PB carp is 10 and I really want to break that.
PB carp of 10, well there's a good chance in here, isn't it? What's the biggest in here, about 34?
36?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine catching that would be a big PB, wouldn't that be bigger than my PB?
So the biggest tench I get up into is like 11, 12 pounds.
And I think the bream get near 17, don't they?
Jesus Christ.
You can't say that. So, we were all set up and ready to go. All we needed now was a fish. We sat down, got a bit more ground bait mixed up for the feeder, checked a couple of little margin spots to see if there was anything there. Oh, and Tommy tried to show us what he was having for lunch, but he didn't record the audio. So we've seen one jump off the point, haven't we? So we need to keep an eye out over that way in this bay and off the point and just see if there's anything else jumping, really. They do seem to be up that way, don't they? Hopefully they're going to come down our way a little bit. I would have thought they would be down here by now.
I might cast my rod over near that point.
Can you cast that far?
You cast?
I can't cast your rods that far, buddy.
What's making them stay that far?
Don't know, there might be food there, they might just like the temperature of the water there more, deeper, shallower. There's so many different things involved in it, it's very hard to know everything, why everything does what they do. We just kind of have to do our best to guess sometimes, unless you see something. Yeah, I think we'll keep an eye on it, give it a couple of hours, and then if nothing happens, we'll move over to the point and have a go off there, yeah? So we're part of the Cranbrook Angling Club. Now, they have probably about 10 waters all around this area. This is one of the biggest ones. This is a sort of old gravel pit, about 8-9 foot deep, down to probably about 11 at its deepest. I think we're in the shallower end. I haven't really tested the depth here for a while. Last time I was down here, the water was down a little bit, but it was about 6, 5. I'm fishing. Could this be it? Could this be the fish that we have waited half a day for.
No, I think it's come off. I don't know.
Did it come off?
I'm not sure. Yeah, it's come off.
Oh, Tommy!
Yeah, it came off.
Tell me what just happened, buddy.
So what just happened is, we just had a bite, but we don't know what it was. I thought it was my carp, and then saying which other one it was the other one. But when the other one had a fish on, my other carp lighted up. So I thought it was that one that was going crazy. And I was like, switch rod. And then I was trying to, and then I was like, what? And then just picked up the other rod. I battled the fish, and then it just came off.
Oh no. Keep trying.
And I'm about to cast my carp rods.
Just missed a bite. Tommy had a run, picked up the wrong rod, which he's still learning, so that happens. It's an easy mistake to make in the heat of the moment. Yeah, so we've put the rod back out there. That was on his feeder. We've got that out. We've freshened up his carp rod, got that back out into roughly the same area as well. So hopefully something else comes along in a minute and we can get some footage of us actually playing a fish. So the hours passed and still no bites, nothing else apart from Tommy's lost fish, which he recovered from pretty quickly, to be fair, and started throwing balls of ground bait in, trying to get something going. Okay, we've just seen one jump. It looked pretty big and it is in the bay we're fishing. So all of a sudden, we're not sure whether to get some more bait out or just to give it another half hour and see. I feel like getting more bait out might be the answer. Let's put a couple of spods out, see if it can work. Spodding in a crosswind is horrendous. As the fish have been jumping out in the bay, bit further out into it than what we were fishing, we thought getting a bit more bait in might entice them in. This proved to be a bit of a mistake, I think, in my part, and as the hours wore on, we only had a few things left to do to keep us entertained.
What does, you know when a fish jumps out of the water, what does it sound like?
I don't know, do your best impression of a fish jumping, mate, see if you can make the noise.
Actually, no. No. Yeah.
You reckon? I like to go spladoosh, but I don't think it makes that noise. You reckon it makes that noise?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Like when they're skimming across the water, like.
Oh, yeah, I suppose maybe a little bit. I don't know.
We're gonna be joining our friend Nick around on the point in like an hour.
Yeah, so Nick's just turned up. He's one of our friends. He's gonna go over there, see what's going on, see if he can get a couple of bites. If it starts to look like there's fish still over there, we'll probably go and join him. If we don't, we're going to just see if we spot anything else, keep sitting here, keep watching the water, and hopefully something comes along. On the point.
Huh?
I can barely see him, but Nick is on the point. Change on the phone. There you go.
Okay, this is an update of what we've been doing. Because you don't know, because we haven't been recording that much for the last 4 hours. So this is
Not
what's
quite been 4 hours.
Oh.
It's been about an hour since Tommy's last update with you, I think.
So what's been happening is we've been getting knocked, but mostly from the wind, like absolutely blank. Even our friend Nick down there has absolutely blank. We've seen fish jumping up, so we've put our carp rods out there and still blank.
Yeah, the jumping seems to have stopped recently. It's we saw a couple, didn't we? A couple of quite close together, wasn't it? All
Yeah.
sort of jumping at the same time, but it's gone a bit quiet. I've topped out the bait. I'm possibly coming back on Wednesday evening, so I'm going to get a chunk of bait in here before we go. No, after work on my own, I think, for this one. But I get a chunk of bait in before I go anyway, because I think the wind's meant to stay down here. I'll get some bait in the swim and see if this one does any, if there's any signs on Wednesday evening when I get back down here. But we are going to keep fishing for today, aren't we? We're going to do a bit more. We might have a move in a little bit. We're going to see what happens, see if we can wangle a bite. I feel like they're still in the area. We haven't seen them show, but it doesn't mean they've moved yet. It just means that they might be down munching. So we might get a bite in a little bit. We will see. You're going to keep going with your feeder, aren't you?
Yeah.
Going to see if we can land you a tench or a bream or something on that. And
Sad that I missed my first bite.
yeah, your first run from lid was a no-go, but there's always time. And there's plenty of time this summer as well, isn't there?
So the next time you'll probably see us is potentially around there.
Or with a massive fish. Or a little fish.
Or it's me
Or
hooked
a
on
teeny tiny fish.
or something hooked onto something.
Yeah, or we've snagged.
Yeah. Definitely.
Right, I'm
this
gonna
is
get
a
your
big
carp.
one.
I'm gonna get your carp rod out the way, okay?
This is a big one. This is a big one. Okay, yeah. I'm on one. I'm definitely on a big one. Okay, I'm on a big
Tommy, stop winding for a sec. See where you are, because you're right in them reeds there. So you're gonna need to step forward a little bit. It's the downside to short rods and the fact that that's underwater.
This must be a PB. PB.
Right, come here.
I'm saying PB.
You got
Yeah,
it's
that's.
snagged on something, Tommy.
Oh no.
It's up out of the water here, coming up out the reef.
We are currently on a tent.
Right, you're on a tench. You've got it caught. It's in those reeds there. Nick to the rescue.
Nick is about to save us. We hope.
Bit of real tree.
Hey?
Bit of real
Hey,
tree.
my first ones.
Come on.
I'm not 100% sure they got hold in them or not.
Quick.
We're about to find out.
Please, come on, let's go.
It's out of the reeds, but the line's so through it.
Okay. Nick is coming to save the day. Nick is coming.
I don't know how deep that is, by the
Yeah,
way.
neither do I.
Okay. Let's just get this over with.
I'll move that rod out of the way.
Yeah, mate, do what you gotta do.
We want this fishing net.
We do indeed. Just hold your rod steady, Tommy.
Okay.
If Nick tells you to move it, move it.
Okay. If you say move it, I'll just start wiggling it.
Now don't wriggle it, just do what he says.
Okay.
Watch for the shelf.
What's the shelf?
Like where the margin falls off. Wind it in a little bit, Tommy. Or lift the rod up.
Okay. Is it in?
Not yet.
Come on. Yes! He caught it! He caught it!
Well, your line snapped at just the right moment.
Did it? Bloody hell.
Oh, that's a nice tent.
That is a nice tench. Right, pop that. I'm guessing we're not connected to anything now then?
No.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Yes!
What do you reckon, Tommy? Your first fish out of lid. Look at the camera. You can touch it. Go on, it's all right.
No,
It's not slimy.
please no! Please no! Please no!
As he'd caught, and I had him. This is the dance I get from Tommy.
Catch anything. He could catch anything.
With defeat and humiliation from being given the L dance, I decided to get a bit more bait in, ready to come back in a couple of days. So we spotted out the rest of the bucket, and at that point it was pretty much time to wind up the session. The wind had been blowing on us all day, and even the nice sun just wasn't able to keep us warm anymore. Tommy was getting cold, we were both getting hungry, and we decided we'd pretty much call it there.
Cheers, guys.